IPO. It's at $40 a share now. California becomes the first state to ban plastic bags. Starting next summer, plastic bags will be phased out at checkout counters at big grocery stores and supermarkets. This as California officially enters the 4th year of drought. Do not try and build any dams or construct reservoirs. Oh, no, you can't do that in California. That would interfere with fish like the Delta smelt. Here's James Lacy. He's the author of Taxifornia. All right, James, you've been on this program a lot. You know where we're coming from. Our statement is the Greenies run California. Our question is, when will they revolt against the Greenies running California?
Well, you know, I think the Greenies aren't going to be happy until we're collecting our food in burlap sacks and maybe even going back to getting our food with bows and arrows and collecting wild nuts and mushrooms. But the reality is that these regulations hurt poor people. And what Jerry Brown should really be doing is banning poverty in California, not putting on these regulations. This plastic bag ban is really going to hurt the people who can afford it the least. It's going to cost more for them to go to grocery stores. They're going to have to pay for their bags. It's going to increase the cost of a trip maybe 20 or 30 cents. That's not a lot of money for me or for you, but it is another tax on poor people. And this is again and again a problem in California, which is suffering from the highest poverty rate in the nation.
Yeah.
These plastic bags, by the way, are recyclable to begin with, and they're going to be replaced with craft paper bags, which is not a good thing for trees. More trees are going to get cut down. And I'll tell you, Stuart, the next thing that the environmentalists are going to do is they're going to ban the craft bags. And expect this, expect styrofoam containers for food to also be banned in California if this is going to go forward.
Yeah, but
we're in a really bad shape.
Yes, but the question stands, James, when is this going to change? You've got the highest rate of poverty in California. What is it, 24% of the population lives below the poverty line? That's an extraordinary thing to happen. And the Greenies continue to win. The left continues to win. When is this going to change?
And 30% of the nation's welfare recipients are in California. There will be a referendum on this plastic bag ban. It will be on the ballot again in 2016. But the reality is that these incremental steps towards regulation again and again in the economy are not seen the way that they should be seen. There's a disconnect among voters with these environmental rules and with the Brown administration's regulations that are going to have to become apparent over time. Eventually, these voters are going to have to see that the rampant poverty, that the high taxes and the over-regulation are causing terrible problems to our economy. We do have a drought in California.
You're not even close.
We do have
not even close.
Yeah, it's
Look,
correct.
James, hold on a second.
We're not even close. But as a Californian, I can't give up on trying to change the state. But, you know, we've had some very bad decisions. We had Governor Schwarzenegger had a wonderful opportunity to change this state when he came in. And he didn't. And the reason he didn't is because he made a deal with the California teachers' unions. Unions have tremendous political power in this state. Over the course of the last 20 years, they've spent something like $500 million on politics. They control the state. They control the state legislature. People need to understand by getting this information out so that they can make changes. But the reality is that the drought conditions are only going to get worse. The regulations are only going to cost poor people more. This state is going deeper and deeper into poverty, and people are going to have to wake up eventually.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll just fall into chaos.
We await the awakening, James Lacy. With bated breath, we'd just love to see it. James, thanks for joining us. Always good. Thank you.